our wigs and our box braids are not fighting for you Jonathan Majors ass no more. We're done. During Black Women's Haitian Independence Black Women's Month. Nous fini. Puis à la fini.
Diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie Woo, VVS. I just turn the water on. Big ol' flex. Shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.
Oh my gosh, guys, I just looked at the numbers for my RELEM video and it's above 200K. What? Thank you so much to everybody who's been listening. If you haven't watched it yet, please go ahead and watch it. The link is in the description box. And if you've watched it already, watch it again, child. Send it to a friend. Make sure that you download it and that you listen to it in your car. Send me videos. I really, really appreciate all of you guys who have supported me and this song. Thank you so much.
What's up, guys? It's your sister. Welcome back to my Chanel. I'm your sister, Jessie Woo. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to our little Black women's channel during Black Women's Haitian Independence Black Women's Month. I'm your sister, Jessie Woo, and welcome to another episode of Just a Couple Things, y'all. Let's go ahead and just get into it. How y'all doing? It is Wednesday. Man, I had quite a day today. Last night I went to sleep. I could hardly go to sleep last night. I was in so much pain. I text my doctor like before I went to sleep, like, hey, like I need stronger drugs. Like I am just going through it. I had to go to the doctor today. I have my 2-week post-op appointment next week, but I had to go today. And he actually told me that I'm healing very, very well, actually better than most people would, given my condition of having like 7 teeth pulled out of my mouth. And you know, he told me, he's like, Jess, like you had a major surgery, like this was a major procedure, okay? Like, so you're doing very, very well. You just actually need to take more meds. You're not taking enough meds. And so he did refill my prescription for my hydrocodone, and he refilled my prescription for my ibuprofen 800. So I'm going to be taking I'm going to do up to 2,400 of ibuprofen per day and probably do like my hydrocodone like at night because it's the strongest. I'm scared of taking it during the day because it does make me very sleepy and very woozy. I don't see how people get addicted to that stuff because it makes me personally very woozy, nauseous. It's not a good feeling. So, but whatever. So that was my day and I still went to work. And honestly, I should not have gone to work this week, but I spent a week at home not doing anything and it felt great. But then I started feeling useless. Like I was like, okay, what am I doing? Just like, I am not doing anything, you know, but also doing nothing is great as well. Like, don't get me wrong. Like doing nothing is great as well. Well, yeah, I went into work. And also, too, like, not going into work, it kind of stresses my job, too, because they have to find someone to fill in. If I don't come in, it's like, you know, I want to make sure I keep my job but they will still understand. So, I don't know. It's just me. I just like to work. It's not my job. It's just me, y'all. I'm addicted to work. I'm addicted to doing, hey, how y'all doing? But yeah, y'all, anyways, I hope that you guys are having a good, I do this a lot, but I hope that you guys are having a good week. Let's go ahead and jump into just a couple of things. So in our last episode, we talked about Jennifer Hudson and Common getting together and making things official. But remember, my whole hang up was the fact that Common went on the Jennifer Hudson show and was talking to Jennifer Hudson about making it official with Jennifer Hudson, but he never said Jennifer Hudson's name. He just wanted us to play Blue's Clues and put the clues together to assume and come to the conclusion that him and Jennifer Hudson are together. Okay? And so I stand corrected. He wasn't on her show just to promote their relationship. He's actually promoting a book right now. So he recently made a stop at The View, and the ladies of The View had this question.
People talk about you, a lot of the headlines lately, I know you've probably noticed, people want to know what's going on in your love life.
Don't tell them.
So you shared, you never actually named names though, but you said, you know, there were an incredible list of attributes about your partner. You said she's one of the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life, smart, talented, had to have her own talk show, had to have an EGOT. So I want to get a little more specific right now. Are you dating Whoopi?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Whoopi does fit all those attributes.
Oh, we know.
I would have shot. I didn't get a chance to shoot my shot, so.
Don't start no stuff with me and Jennifer.
It's all love.
You see what they did there? You see how they were able to make that Whoopi joke, right? Because why? Because he never said her name. And if you watch this clip, again, if you rewind and watch it, Whoopi Goldberg says Jennifer Hudson's name. Everybody is saying her name, but Common just won't say her name, won't say her name. Like, why don't you say her name? Why are you not saying her name, you know? And some of y'all will watch this and be like, oh, it's not a big deal. I don't know. I just feel like going through all that, doing all that tootsie rolling and pussy popping instead of just saying the girl's name leaves so much up to assumption, which is why people could be like, oh, are you a Whoopi Goldberg? You know what I mean? Like, hello, say her name. Like, what is the problem? Why won't he just say her name? I don't know. Again, I really feel like Common gives what y'all think Lori Harvey gives. I really feel like this is a PR relationship, and it's no coincidence. It's not lost on me that he decided to go official as he's promoting his book. I'm gonna go official with you when I have something to promote. Let's just, you know what I mean? Like, let's be mindful of these things. This man is not, you're not low. You are not low, okay? But let me know what you guys think of Common at the tender age of 69 still playing these damn games. Sir, say her name. Stupid. All right, next story, y'all. Did y'all see that Kelly Rowland has a movie that she's coming out with? Did y'all see that Kelly Rowland got a movie coming out? Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes on the same screen, same movie, together, one getter. The continents are meeting. And baby, I think they doing the sex. Are they doing the sex? Baby, they doing the sex. I'm seated. I'm seated. I am seated. I am already seated, okay? I'm seated, baby. My only reservation is I see this as a Tyler Perry film. Now, baby, we did not forget A Fall from Grace. We didn't forget all the bullshit that went on with A Fall from Grace, okay? Tyler, we love you. But please, for the love of God, I do not want to see Kelly Rowland's wig lifting on my screen, okay? Please, not during Haitian Independence Black Women's Month. We will not be having Kelly Rowland's wig lifting during Haitian Independence Black Women's Month. We're not doing that, okay? One thing about Tyler Perry, baby, do you see these credits? Tyler Perry, a Tyler Perry film. Written, produced, directed by Tyler Perry. And you're going to look at the credits, baby. Look closely. Tyler Perry back there doing the wigs. He doing the makeup. He doing the eyelashes, child. He back there doing craft service. He's serving the food and craft services, baby. Tyler Perry not going to hire y'all to do shit. Okay? One thing about Tyler Perry, are y'all hiring? No, he is not. He is doing all the jobs. Tyler Perry is not hiring y'all to do shit, okay? If fuck it, I'll do it myself was a person, it would be Tyler Perry. He not hiring y'all to do shit, okay? So, period. All right? Let me know how y'all feel about that. The trailer looks really, really good, so I'm really excited to see it. It looks like it's gonna be good again. Kelly Rowland, Trevante Rhodes together? I'm ready. Ooh, I'm so ready for that one. Yes, God. Let's go to the next story. All right, y'all. Next story is Grammy nominations, y'all. So the Grammys will air next week during Black Women's Month. Okay, Black Women's Month is, you know what I'm saying, Black History Month, Black Women's History Month. That is when I feel like I first started saying that it either was Black History Month or Women's Month. Was it? I have to go back in time and check when I started like saying this phrase, but I feel like it was either during Black History Month or during Women's Month, which is the month of March. But anyway, next month is Black Women's Black History Month, right? And that is when the Grammys are going to be airing. The Grammys have announced these performers so far: Olivia Rodrigo, Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Travis Scott, Burna Boy, Luke Combs, Billy Joel. Where are the Black women's? Where are the Black women's? Mind you, SZA has 10 nominations this year. SZA leads everybody with, let me make sure it's 10. SZA's the top nominee with 9 nominations. I'm sorry. SZA has 9 nominations this year. And then the next highest one is Victoria Monet with 7 nominations. Put that on my own. I look good. You can touch my bag when she. Okay, like what? Where are the Black women's performers? Why are they not performing? Now that's what they announced so far. Hopefully they're gonna be adding SZA and Victoria. Is it me or what's going on? Why don't these award shows want Victoria Monet performing? I remember her not so long ago saying that her team thought it was too early for her to perform at the MTV Awards or something like that. I was like, girl, what type of bullshit is that? Do y'all be seeing who be down to these award shows performing? And then have y'all seen how Victoria Monet performs? Like, the lady is a performer. She went to the school of Janet Jackson, Madonna, Beyonce. Like, she went to that school. The Sierras. Like, she went to that school of being a stage performer. Some of the time I be seeing some motherfuckers get on stage and I'm like, what are you doing? I could do this shit. I do this shit every morning in my damn shower. If you could put on a show, bitch, put me on the stage. Put me on the stage. Do y'all be seeing some of the bullshit we be seeing on stage? Like, why are y'all not letting Victoria Monet perform? I'm not understanding that. Somebody please make me understand that. I am happy to see that Burna Boy's been performing. I think he's gonna be the first Afrobeats artist to ever do it. Shout out to him. I'm excited to see him perform. But yeah, where the Black women's at? Where the Black women's at? During Black Women's Black History Month. This don't make no damn sense. Okay, next story. This next story I wanted to get into, I thought was wild. I saw it a couple days ago and I've been meaning to talk about it. So here goes. Angela Rye. So I didn't know that she was let go from CNN. Technically, her contract wasn't renewed. You know, that's a nice way of not firing somebody, but letting them go. Like, you know, we thank you for your services. You know, Shawnee O'Neal, thank you for your services. But yeah, so I didn't know that she was let go from CNN and that this issue with Chris Cuomo was at the center. So Angela Rye has a new podcast with Andrew Gillum and what is it, Tiffany Cross, I believe, who I believe she was on CNN as well, and she's not anymore. But anyway, there's a clip floating around of Angela Rye finally deciding to talk about what transpired, what are the things that transpired to lead to her no longer having her position at CNN. Let's take a look at this clip.
I've never publicly shared this, but it is my truth and it is the time. So just 10 days prior to receiving that call on January 21st, the darling of the network and one of the most influential hosts during Jeff Zucker's tenure was texting me about a segment idea he had for his primetime show. Chris Cuomo was suddenly excited about a prominent and regular role for me where I would check the left. Cuomo came up with this particular segment idea after a text exchange that went woefully wrong. It all began on New Year's Day when I posted a picture of myself looking forward to the new year in a gold sequin bikini on Instagram. Cuomo screenshot the image and said, "Happy New Year, tinsel crotch." Stunned, I read and reread the message a dozen times, trying to understand. if I somehow brought this on myself, since whatever you post on social is fair game, right? I teared up, like now, then the tears flowed. I felt like the safest place I had on a show on CNN had been compromised. I ignored it, just hoping it would go away, or even more. Did I imagine this? But I didn't. A few hours later, he said hello. I didn't respond for 2 more days, despite his plea the next day to call because he wanted to discuss work. I tried to punt until after the Georgia runoffs, asking a week later if he still wanted to discuss his work idea, despite him mentioning tinsel bikini and tinsel bottom along the way. As I think about this, it feels so small compared to what other women in the workplace experience. But I was afraid to speak up. Between New Year's and my follow-up, an insurrection happened on Capitol Hill where I feared I would lose loved ones. I felt like if I called him out, I was risking everything I was finally starting to build with the network. And as someone who is known for being courageous, I cannot begin to tell you how much I felt like, even now feel like a coward. In 10 short days, I felt like what was a clear ride to the promised land turned into quicksand. Even upon receiving the call about my contract not being renewed, I was talking to another network about a big opportunity and feared I would lose that work. And most importantly, the ability to reach the audiences I love in such a critical time.
This man called her tinsel coochie? There's so much irony here. Because if you all remember, Chris Cuomo would go on to be fired from CNN for basically aiding in the cover-up of his brother being a sexual harasser. His brother, Andrew Cuomo. I found this article back in 2021, December 5th, 2021. CNN said Saturday that anchor Chris Cuomo has been terminated by the network, effective immediately. The announcement came after an outside law firm was retained to review information about exactly how Cuomo aided his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, when the then governor was accused of sexual harassment. CNN suspended Cuomo indefinitely on Tuesday. The law firm retained by the network submitted its findings on Friday, according to a source. According to a source with knowledge of the matter, and CNN Worldwide President Jeff Zucker fired Cuomo on Saturday. So he was fired. He went on to be fired for helping his brother cover up his allegations in the media. Oh, wow. He was actually a sexual harasser himself, down to the job at CNN. The irony in all this, going around calling Angela Rye tinsel coochie. That is sexual harassment. I found another article. People are really, really weird. I had found this article on the New York Post. Megyn Kelly, she recently on the 23rd, which was yesterday, like a couple days ago, went on with on her SiriusXM show, and she defended Chris Cuomo.
She's forever changed by his one text saying tinsel crotch, after she posted a picture of her crotch with what appears to be tinsel on it. I mean, honestly, it's like dangly gold stuff. I'm sorry, but this is, Me Too has jumped the shark. It is just, I never thought I'd say the following words. I'm on Chris Cuomo's side. I can't believe the fake drama around this.
See, and this is why we can't ever trust you Susan B. Anthony ass bitches, because this is what y'all do. Literally, like, this is what y'all do. These Susan B. Anthony ass bitches, like, this is what they fucking do. Like, so y'all don't understand that certain communications between coworkers is just inappropriate. It's inappropriate. This is why you have sexual harassment rules and regulations in the workplace. This is why there's such a thing as sexual harassment lawsuits. This is why, right? And to watch 3 white women sit there and make fun of and laugh at a Black woman telling her story about how this is the very conversation. These were the conversations that she wouldn't indulge. The fact that she would not indulge him calling her potential crotch coochie, it led to her not being renewed, her contract not being renewed because she wouldn't give in to that. And here's the thing. Let's say she did entertain that conversation. What next? What next? It would only go downhill from there. It only starts with a conversation. It starts with a text. You know what I mean? Like, sexual harassment, sexual assault doesn't just boom. It doesn't always just boom happen, especially in the workplace. It is a person that is above you that is testing the waters. They're testing the waters. They're testing your temperature. They're seeing what they can say, what they can do around you, and what buttons they can press. And then they keep going. They keep pressing forward. And then come to find out, there were other allegations of from other people that had worked with Chris Cuomo that alleged that he had also sexually harassed them. I found this article in the New York Times. Chris Cuomo sexually harassed me. I hope he'll use his power to make change. This was from September 24th, 2021. Mind you, he wasn't fired until December. So people were coming forward. You think CNN didn't know this about this man? They knew. But the voices were getting louder and louder and louder and louder. People were coming forward and saying, hey, this man is sexually harassing me. You know what this reminds me of? I recently found The Morning Show on Apple TV. Oh my God. Do y'all watch The Morning Show on Apple TV? My goodness. What? This is probably one of the best series I've ever watched. My God. Like, it is Succession, The Office, and the Harvey Weinstein story. Just all in one. Like, it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. First of all, Steve Carell went from being a 40-year-old virgin to a rapist. What the fuck? I didn't see that coming down the pipeline, okay? How do you go from being a 40-year-old virgin to a full-fledged sexual assaulter? My Lord. My Lord. But he played his role so, I mean, it's scary how good he played this role, right? But here you have a man who is a top anchor, not only at I can't remember the company that they were at, but top anchor period in the business, has a whole lot of power, and he's using his power to target women in the workplace, specifically Black women. Okay? But then you have one Black woman who was actually his side chick, like she knowingly had an affair with him, while he was simultaneously having an affair with his co-anchor, Jennifer Aniston's character, right? And Jennifer, they were both married. It's given TJ Holmes and Amy Robach too, but they're both married. They are both married, right? But this man is forcing himself on women at the job, to the point where it even leads one woman, as the allegations come out and he gets fired, it leads him to go back and go ask one woman that reporters and investigators dug through and found out that she was one of his victims. You had, what's her name? Reese Witherspoon, her character, who comes in and she unveils all this stuff happening at the job, and she figures out that he forced himself on the talent booker of the show. And her questioning her about it leads the girl to commit. Well, we don't know for sure if she committed, but she's found with an overdose the same day that she gets questioned about it. And her family goes on to file a wrongful lawsuit. But anyway, as she's about to unveil this, you have Jennifer Aniston's character who comes in and blows the spot. Oh my God, We were all a victim of his actions. You know, I'm guilty of not speaking up for other women in the workplace. Mind you, the whole entire time, she was having an affair with this man. She was willingly having an affair with this man. Then tried to silence him into giving her a letter of saying that they never had sex. Like, the show it's crazy. I'm all over the place, but I really actually want to do a review about that show. But Megyn Kelly is giving Jennifer Aniston's character, which is, a lot of you guys knew that this man was doing this. And here you are watching a black woman cry about this, and you're laughing and you're saying, I'm on his side. I mean, she's acting as if like he raped her. These are the Susan B. Anthony ass bitches that Jonathan Majors be going to asking for Coretta Scott King energy. During Black Women's Haitian Independence, Black Women's Month. These are the Susan B. Anthony ass bitches that men like Jonathan Majors be going to asking for Coretta Scott King energy. Okay? Angela Rye, I stand with you. I stand by you, and I hope that your podcast does well. I'm really, really sorry that you went through this. Drop down in the comments and let me know if you have ever experienced something like this. I mean, I can tell you now, I've experienced sexual harassment in recent times. Like, to me, HR, it's a joke in the entertainment space. It is a joke. Especially when you're in environments where leadership is known to be sleeping with people who are part of the workplace. It is a joke. It is a joke. It is a joke. Human resources is a joke. They will sit down, they will give you all this sexual harassment training, knowing damn well that people in leadership are having sexual relations with people who are part of the production. They're having children with people who are part of the production. But then they will sit down with you. Yeah, so let's go over sexual harassment in the workplace. Get the fuck out of my face. Then you have other people who are part of the production coming to you, saying things to you that are inappropriate. And it's like, what can you do? What can you do besides tell them to fuck off, or, you know, like, just, it's like shoo it off and keep it moving? Because it's like, who are you going to complain to? Who can I run to? Like, nobody is taking this shit serious. Let's be for real. Then people like you all, like, oh, well, why are you still there? For the same reason that you're still at your job, where you're having to deal with a lot of bullshit that's inappropriate. I got to pay these bills, baby. I got to pay these bills. Okay? This mirror was $1,000. When I was a child, nobody ever told me that mirrors could be $1,000. This mirror, $1,000. This fuck ass mirror behind me was $1,000 motherfucking dollars. Okay? That's why I go to work. That's why I gotta keep the job. Okay? I gotta keep the job. I'm gonna do what I can do to keep my head above water. You know what I'm saying? Keep my head and my coochie above water. You know what I'm saying? But let's be for real. Let's be for fucking for real. All right, y'all. Last, just a couple things. Topic is Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. I know I haven't really stayed up on them for the last couple weeks because, again, I find this relationship to be total comedy. Like, this to me is one of the most laughable relationships I have ever seen play out publicly. In the latest, I want to say, chapter of the saga of their divorce, Jeannie Mai is asking that a judge not enforce her prenup with ex-Jeezy, citing concerns she didn't have time to review. The Real host previously asked a judge to enforce a section in their prenup regarding infidelity after accusing the rapper of being unfaithful in their marriage, though. Like, that's actually like a smaller headline. You guys remember not too long ago when the news first broke out, it was, oh my God, it caught me by surprise. She had no idea that he was going to file for a divorce. She found out that he was filing for divorce at the same damn time that we did, right? Then it was, well, you cheated on me. Mind you, that came after she's like, well, I'm gonna work towards my marriage. But then there was a whole rumor that her and Mario Lopez were together, which I don't believe. And then it went to, oh no, I'm fighting for my marriage. To then it was, oh well, I need to enforce this part of the prenup because, you know, I have reasons to believe that you were not faithful, right? So you read that part, but you ain't read the rest of the prenup. This lady is funny as fuck. This lady needs to do comedy. She's funny as hell. This is we went from black meat, dark meat on the side to getting that black meat and wanting to be submissive to I had to change myself and my anger issues for that black meat to, oh my God, that black meat divorced me by surprise. So, well, you know what? I'm going to try to make things work with that black meat. So, oh no, that black meat was unfaithful to me. To then remember, I don't want to leave my daughter around the black meat because that black meat has guns, as if she didn't know she was marrying young Jeezy, the snowman. Bitch, did you do any research on this nigga before you married his ass? And became the Kevin Samuel-esque wife to the black meat? You didn't know this man had guns before you procreated with his ass? This lady is jokes. This lady is jokes. Which is why, to this day, I will never forget how y'all dragged me for laughing at this lady. I laughed at the situation, but now I am laughing at this lady. This is funny as hell. This is jokes. It is jokes, okay? So let's read the article. Jeannie Mai Jenkins. I will never not laugh at that shit. Jeannie Mai Jenkins has asked a judge not to enforce her prenuptial agreement with her estranged husband, Jeezy, as the pair continue to go back and forth in a fraught divorce, okay? In court documents obtained by People, the real alum claims she wasn't given adequate time to review the documents before signing. She claims that the rapper, born J. Wayne Jenkins, began negotiations for the agreement only 5 days prior to their 2021 wedding. So why get married? Why get married? We would have had to cancel. I'm sorry. If that is correct, he's diabolical for that shit. 5 days before, he's diabolical for that shit. But also too, so y'all weren't having no conversation. So he began that. You didn't have any conversations with him about prenuptial agreements. He's the one who had to initiate that to you 5 days before your wedding. You didn't have any interest in having prenuptial agreements. You didn't have, anything that you wanted outlined. Y'all never had those conversations. Y'all were dating since 2018. Got married in 2021. You had 3 years. 3 years. 3 years, Jeannie Mai Jenkins. You had 3 years. Ma, who's 45, says that the abbreviated negotiation window was raised significant concerns about the adequacy and thoroughness of the due diligence process in each party's full and fair disclosure of their financial positions according to the documents. So also she's alluding to maybe him not being transparent about his finances. The filing also states that the compressed time frame made it inherently challenging, if not impossible, for both parties to engage in comprehensive due diligence. So where was your lawyer at the time? What did your lawyer tell you? Girl, the judge gonna throw that out. Because now you're trying to make it seem like you signed it under duress, right? And I'm not saying that's totally impossible, but 3 years of dating and probably what was it? Like a year of being fiancé? What? You had time. You had time to discuss this. You had time. Mai has respectfully requested that the judge deny her estranged husband's motion to enforce their prenup or hold off until her team has thoroughly completed their discovery. I mean, this is jokes to me. So now you ain't read it. Now you ain't read it. This is jokes to me. And again, it's given. Anyway, Jeezy deserves this, okay? You deserve it. I'll never forget Jeezy when all this came out, then you had to set your happy ass down with Nia Long with that interview. Oh, I need black women. We need y'all to be our safe place. Black women. Well, why you ain't never marry a black woman? You got 2 black women baby mamas. You never married them. You went and married a non-black women's, and now you want the Black Women's Coalition to back you up. No, we ain't backing that thing up. No, we busy fighting our own fights, sir. Shit, we got other shit to handle. Angela Rye is out here being called a tinsel crotch coochie queen by Chris Cuomo. We got real shit to handle. We're not fighting these battles no more. We are not fighting these Jonathan Majors ass battles for y'all black men no more. We are tired. We are done. We are through, baby. Us, our wigs, and our box braids are not fighting for you Jonathan Majors ass niggas no more. We're done. During Black Women's Haitian Independence Black Women's Month. Nous fini. Puis à la fini. Let me know your thoughts on Jeezy and Jeannie Mai Jenkins. All right, y'all. Let's get into this video's social scandal. So, y'all, one of my friends, Ashton, he is always putting up crazy clips on his Instagram. And yesterday, he put up this clip. I guess, like, there's this show. I think maybe it's on TikTok, or I don't know. I couldn't find the platform where it originates. But there's this show where women go and they get to meet a group of guys, and upon entry, all these men are holding a balloon, right? And immediately when you enter the room, the men start popping their balloons based on how they feel that you look, based on your answers to different questions. And when they pop their balloons, that means that they're not interested in you. Some people found this really, really funny. I mean, there are moments where I can see why people would find it funny, but I found this to be extremely disturbing, and I want to share it with you guys because you know what? If I had to go through this disturbia, y'all gotta go through it too. So let's go through it together. All right? Okay.
Welcome in. All right, if I can have your name.
My balloon's already popping.
Jessica, and how old are you?
I am 31.
31. Like up here. And Jessica, what do you do? So I do a couple of different things. I'm a jack of all trades, or Jane, but I work in a nonprofit and I also model as well. So. Nice. Okay, nice. And so, what do you look for in a guy? Ooh, that is a great question.
Her job puzzles me a little bit. I work a nonprofit and I model as well. I would need you to be more specific than that. Be more specific. Let's continue.
He has to be motivated. The guy definitely has to have something going for himself. If you find, that's a +2. If you got a beard, which some of y'all do. Thank you, Lord.
She's confident.
But yeah, there's a couple different things that I look for. I feel like once you know, you know. Okay. So I think it's a case-by-case basis depending on the person.
Okay, cool. So we did have some balloons pop. Let's go ahead and go on over them and see what's going on there. You want to follow me?
Oh, we going to the guys who pop the balloons.
Okay, let's start with our first guy here. So if you just let us know your name and why you popped your balloon.
Bob.
Okay, and why'd you pop your balloon, Bob?
Just not my type. You know, I will keep it. I thought you was older than 31. That's what I thought.
Okay. So you think she looks a little bit older than her age?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how old are you?
30. 30.
Ours the first time.
Yeah.
He doesn't look 30 to you?
No.
Not
How old
me.
does he look? 17.
Thank you.
The balloons popping.
I mean, you did say you like beards. As we see, you do. Okay. All right. And so, as far as her just looking older than her age, that was the only reason you thought?
Yeah, that was one.
Okay. You said one of them. There was more?
Yes, I get big girls. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, it was good for the goose, I was good for the gander. And what you don't like, somebody else will, baby.
You're right.
Period.
You're right. It's not for me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and...
He sounds African. I'm pretty used to Africans liking her figure. Like African men usually like you to be thick and, you know, hippie and thighs. Like African men usually like that. I'm surprised by him saying what he said about her size. That caught me off guard.
Go right here. I see we also popped. So if we have your name, how old you are, and why you popped your balloon.
I'm Jivens, and I am 24 years old. And I popped my balloon just because the way you walk.
I'm sorry. 24, I was expecting him to say like 38. He does not look 24. Why are 20s hitting y'all so hard? The 20s are hitting y'all hard. Like, why? What's going on? Let's continue.
Like, you seemed a little more masculine than I would like. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. And now that you're speaking with her, is that still giving off that type of energy?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Okay, and what about him? Like, are you feeling this? Or, which is very bizarre because you seem very feminine.
Oh, she ate
so
that
I guess it's just not a match.
Period.
And what makes him seem feminine? He got his tackle meat out, the nose ring. It's a whole lot of, and you look a lot older than 24, so I probably wouldn't have gone for that anyway.
Period.
But I mean, to each his own. If you feel like I'm masculine, baby, that's what you think. But when she gets to know me, I'm about sweet as pie.
She didn't come off masculine to me. She just came off confident to me. Why do men see a woman being confident and automatically see that as masculine? But it's like what she said. It's you're feminine, sir. You're the one over here with the nose ring. So let's be for real. She ate his ass up.
Well, you just look a little older than me, so I was like, probably more.
That's not true. You look older than her.
Okay. So you guys both think either one looks older than their actual age?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we did get a balloon pop over here.
Let's go to the next.
I'm 30 years old.
Okay, and if we could have your name, how old you are, why you popped your balloon.
My name is David. I'm 30 years old. And the reason I popped my balloon, no disrespect, but I have certain specific type of women that I like.
And what is that specific type?
More athletic.
Okay.
Yeah, because health is very important. So by looking at her, I don't think that she's fit enough for me.
You wouldn't know what's so bizarre about that is I actually lost 150 pounds. And to the ad, under this shirt, baby, I got abs. Believe it or not, I do have abs. Nice. So.
Why do people assume that when someone is thicker or bigger than your average person that they're not athletic? Like, some people are just fat. Being fat doesn't mean you're not athletic. I go to Orange Theory all the time. Yo, like, big people get on them treadmills and they get to treading, okay? They get to treading. Like, sometimes it's just genetics. Everybody's not meant to be skinny. Some people are thick. Some people are, slim thick. Some people are fat. Some people are big. Like, some people are just not genetically prone to be skinny. Why do you guys always assume that because someone is not skinny that they're not athletic? That's just really stupid. And then when you look at him, like, he doesn't look fit to me. It's not giving six-pack abs under his shirt. So, you know how many times I've seen a man in a suit like this thinking that he's nice and fit or whatever, then he takes that damn that suit off, he takes that blazer off, and boom, titties. Boom. Titties. It's 4 sets of areolas in this room. You know, it's 2 sets of titties in this bed right now. And that is not what was advertised to me. It happens all the time. Like, so I don't know. I just feel like when guys have this outlook, yet they're not, baby, you're not Jason Momoa. So the audacity, but okay. I guess everybody can have their preference, I guess. Even if it's fat phobic. Okay.
Respect that.
Likewise.
Damn.
And now, is he somebody that you would approach?
No.
And why not?
Honestly, he comes across as very, a little bit uppity or very too much so like
guarded.
I feel like he needs a certain kind of woman that he feel like he needs to have on his arm, like one of those petite trophy women who maybe don't say too much, but
he said it.
I don't know. And then his voice is a little softer than what I would go for personally. But I mean, to each his own.
Everybody get preference.
Is there any facts to what she's saying? Any truth?
Actually, it's not. I feel like everybody has the right to choose what they like. Especially being in a relationship, you need to be attracted to the person that you're going to be with.
Them balloons are popping like fish grease.
Okay. And we did see over here that you ended up popping your balloon. What's your name? How old are you?
My name's Adam. I'm 31. And the reason why I popped my balloon is because I just feel like stylistically, we wouldn't look together well as a unit.
He's right.
If that makes sense.
He's right.
Like,
he gives more earthy.
Yeah.
I feel like, you kind of resemble someone that is a part of my family. So I just feel a little bit weird about that.
He's calling her auntie.
Yeah.
So she reminds you of someone in your family that you know?
Auntie.
She reminds me of my cousin. Yeah.
Okay.
He wanted to say auntie. He lied. My lord.
Yeah, and then style-wise, I just think that the way that we both dress.
Everybody popped their balloon.
But she's beautiful.
Oh.
And also congratulations on the weight loss as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and is he someone that's like your type? Like,
no.
Would you date him?
I don't know right off the rip if it was somebody I would go for particularly. However, you do have a very nice, sweet, genuine vibe to you.
Thank you.
That I would be willing to see if the juice is worth the squeeze, if the opportunity.
The juice is worth the squeeze. Sis is definitely not 31. Sis is 39.
Cool, I appreciate that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and head back this way. Oh, we did have one over here. So if we can have your name, how old you are, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm 34. My name is Terrence. And when he said she looked like my cousin, I was thinking that before that, but she's definitely gorgeous. And I do have a cousin. If you look, y'all look like y'all could be cousins.
They're calling her their auntie.
So I'm like, damn, that nigga said the same thing. I was thinking this shit. So I was like, but she is gorgeous though. So, I like it. I like it.
But you popping.
Like you said, congratulations. Keep it up. And you're a strong black woman, I can tell.
You're a strong black woman.
So you just out here looking like everybody's cousin or something.
Okay.
It might be the hairstyle though too, because that's like the hairstyle that she wear too. So
like somebody auntie.
No.
Yes. You look like an auntie. The hairstyle. Yeah. You're too young to be rocking that hairstyle. It's just not given. Y'all, watching this was, why would you ever subject yourself to something like this? Like as a woman, like just why would you ever subject yourself to this? That's just number one. Number two, I mean, the way they got to popping them balloons, like that hurt my damn feelings. Like it hurt my feelings watching this. And I kind of felt like, damn, like if that were me, like how would I feel? Like, something like that could easily happen to me. Like everybody has their preferences. You're not going to be everybody's preference. But yeah, I just have so many thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts on this social scandal. I just felt like I had so many emotions watching this, but just number one was, damn, like, so nobody in there found her to be their preference. Not one black man in there found this black woman to be their preference. That was kind of alarming. That was really alarming to me. All right, y'all, that's it for this episode of Just a Couple Things, child. Before I go, I want to say thank you to my Happy Flow. I was sent a gift from my Happy Flow. You guys know I always tell you guys all the time that I have horrible periods. And what I like about my Happy Flow, and this is not, they didn't pay me for this. I just really love this company a lot. They focus on giving you less cramps, lighter flows, clearer skin, better moods during your period. So I think if you're looking for something, you know, that helps you out with, you know, your period, and you're a black women's and you want to support a black women's period regulating company, I think that you should definitely support my Happy Flow. It is a black women's company started by black women's for black women's, where it's for all women's, but we're gonna say it's for black women's because this is a black women's channel. Okay, so but thank you so much. Again, I was not paid for this. I just really like this company and I like to support them. So make sure that you support them as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear.